So what's up?
Alright, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Go!
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tip-off coming up shortly from Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors will be going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, their 5-game losing streak weighing heavily, a sense of desperation rising in this team. They've got to find a way to break through and get a win. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the...
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Freak subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Stauskas is out there with Ray McCallum. Then there's Gallinari.
I'm coming, Ma.
And there's Hickson.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach.
Dude, he has in the white one. He has in the light fury.
ṣubú, you will cry. Bye bye. Dayo. Sorry, your leg. Sorry. Well, fine, easy. It is looking. I'm actually I'm not trying to do it. We didn't go inside. Look at you. You are going to church tomorrow.
lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Kicks it to Freak. Back to Curry. Here's Ball. Can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, that's always a disadvantage when you get blasted on the glass. They needed to do a much better job of getting inside position. And if you can't do that, there's going to be a long day on the backboard.
Barnes kicks to Freak. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Feeds it to Stauskas. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Warriors leading by 3. Barnes kicks to Curry. Green the screen. And a wide open look for Freak. Green up on top. Another shot. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And that does it for the...
Thanks for subscribing.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Ball in at point guard. Iguodala out there with Festus Ezeli. Then it's Bogut. And it's Barbosa in at the shooting guard. Now here's Moutier. D right on him. Banked in off the glass. Moutier's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets. Warriors leading by 3. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Well, let's look back to last year's Nuggets while we've got a moment here, Kevin. First in rebounds, 11th in second chance points. And they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. Pretty impressive.
And you touched on their rebounding, just prolific in that area. Tremendous energy and physicality when attacking the glass.
Screen by Nurkic. Shoots the 3. Moutier, no good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Ezeli dishes to Freak. And he hits the jumper for 2. Freak's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Moutier kicks to Chandler. Fareed inside. He's against Ezeli, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 16 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Iguodala the pass the ball. Warriors the rebound.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's Fareed. Drilled from 11 feet out. Fareed's got 4 this quarter. And so here is Golden State. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds: disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
Looney's checked in for Golden State. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Passes to Mudiay. Out to Chandler. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by Chandler.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
In the corner, Iguodala with it. Ball, the pass to Looney. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Now the pass to Ezeli. 5 on the clock. Barbosa kicks to Freak. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Barton in the corner. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season. And quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
And it falls over the rim and in. Fareed's got it all tied up now for Denver.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Great dishes to Barbosa. Ezeli the pass to Looney. Some solid defense from Fareed. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Mudiay with the ball. Out defended by Freak. And that one's good. Barton.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Warriors ball time. We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Ezeli. In the first half.
Yes, I'm here with...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kenneth Faried. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And it's happening out at Staples Center, where the Los Angeles Clippers will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. And with some time here to spare, let's talk leadership in the NBA. Kenny, who would you say are the best leaders on the floor in the league?
Wow. Well, obviously, the great Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs.
Always something going on here in LA, and there's always someone flying in to see it. We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in LA. And the Warriors. Wright comes in for Pierce. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Langston Galloway. Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Freak subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Curry is out there with Freak. And it's Spates in at the 5 down low. Griffin against Green. Griffin kicks to Dallenberg. And there's the feed to Griffin. And stolen by Barnes. Curry dishes to Green. Spates the pass to Curry. They get it back. Green, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates, really, really strong.
Redick with the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Steps back and shoots. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Freak's got his first points in this one. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Rivers. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Memphis.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Feeds it to Dallenberg. Picked by Griffin. Rivers kicks to Griffin. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Curry against Rivers. It's Curry with the drive. Count that one. Curry's got 9.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rivers against Curry. Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Ball. And that's not going to go. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a...
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously, that's a polarizing.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Pierce. And it's Galloway in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pierce. And it's sent back by Bogut, but he recovers it. This is to Galloway. Second shot opportunity. That one wide left.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Warriors trail by 4. Iguodala right side. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Beautiful double clutch. Great job to get the shot past the defender.
Galloway kicks to Pierce. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. No coverage that time. Redick's got 4 this quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which team played.
Stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Bogut the pass to Iguodala. Here's Ball. And again, no good by Golden State. Clippers leading by 4. Jordan dishes to Redick. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Wasted no time on that one. 8 points for Freak. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Timeout, timeout.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He made sure that...
And so it's a close...
Hi, Kevin.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcome. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just...
The beast.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And tonight, we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in fourth quarters when he first got there. Now he's the clutch guy in the NBA, and his turnover ratio.
The starting lineup. Started. It's the Pacers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, they are... First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And so here is Indiana. They trail by 6. The feed to Hill. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Both free throws good from Hill. Warriors leading by 4. And a wide open look for Freak. Drills it from outside. Freak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Stuckey into the lane. Great D that time from Ball.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And got hung up on the dunk. Quite enough elevation there, I guess. Stuckey outside. Miles the pass to Allen. Stuckey dishes to Turner. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Barnes can't get it to go.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And here's Miles outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Ball. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. For Indiana, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. The Warriors leading. Here's Ball. Good on the triple. Freak's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stuckey outside. He dishes it to Miles. 5 to shoot. Allen kicks to Stuckey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Stuckey's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Ball. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for
And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say, and Monte Ellis is still trying to prove it. Iguodala. And Freak subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Allen. Solomon Hill comes in for Ellis. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Mo Williams. Ball in at shooting guard. Harrison Barnes is out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Ezeli in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
blocking foul. Side out.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Paul George.
First team foul. Substitution for the Pacers. C.J. Miles.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, Miles. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, I thought they really tightened up at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Hill. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Pacers trail by 8. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Miles the pass to Hill. Stuckey drives inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Pacers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. And so Stuckey nails both of them. Warriors leading by 6. Curry dishes to Freak. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Such a wide open look. 14 points for Barnes.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Pick up by Hill. Fires for 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Hill.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach grew up.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Shot clock at 5. Stuckey outside. It's Miles atop the key. Rejected by Ball. They recover it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors lead by 10. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the side.
Well, Coach Vogel.
The second half beginning in just a moment. And you know, Harrison Barnes. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Festus Ezeli comes in for Harrison Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Freak subbed in for Curry. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner comes in for Jordan Hill. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Mo Williams. On the court for Indiana, they've got Turner. Allen is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ellis, and it's Stuckey in at the point guard position. Allen kicks to Stuckey. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in three-point shooting. Third in points off turnovers. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponent field goal percentage. A very improved defensive team.
And boy, can this team light it up from the perimeter. That off-the-charts three-point percentage translates into a lot of blowout losses for their opponents.
Looney's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Ellis. He's covered by Ball. The stupendous finish in traffic. 9 points for Monte Ellis.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Goes up on the high post, and good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Ellis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Iguodala, the pass, the ball. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Pacers trail by 15. Here's Stuckey.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean.
And then for Golden State, Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Robinson comes in for Green, and Freak subbed in for Steph Curry. The Pacers also changing it up. George is checked in for Turner. Ellis comes in for Allen, and it's Williams in for Solomon Hill. Ball in at point guard. Looney out there with Bogut. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors 5. Ellis goes in.
Ellis having a terrific game. He's got 11 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. That's tipped. It's stolen by Bogut.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Stephen Curry. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Ball. It's good from long range.
I can't turn off my TV. The battery is not.
That's why you are still playing game. No, you give it to me. I'm going to collect this. That's why I don't give it for you. You take everything for granted. Ellis
against Robinson. Stolen by Robinson. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one drops.
It's been tough for them to try and slow down the Eagle Dollar. He has 8 points and several assists. He's given them just what they would have hoped for today.
Even more, I'd say.
And Miles kicks to Ellis. And again, it's Indiana converting.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
I know. Ni bẹ̀rù kankan. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe play game yẹn lọ. Yọ move for me. Give it to me.